Hi guys, it's Brittany and I'm back with another video. So to jump straight to the point, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make rice water from scratch. And this recipe is going to be a basically rice water on steroids type of thing. So if you're interested, keep watching. Bye. So to make this enhanced rice water, first you're going to need honey, and make sure it's raw and organic, and this is basically going to help increase shine and moisturize your hair, and also help to make the rice water less runny and just add a bit of thickness to it. Then you're going to need sweet almond oil, which is great. It's packed with plenty of vitamins and minerals that will really help repair and nourish your hair, and also add shine and soften your hair. Then I'm going to be using Germabin 2, and this is really important. It's an all-natural preservative, and this basically is going to prevent the growth of bacteria in your formula, because first of all, on one note, rice water, when it ferments or if you're boiling it, when you let it sit for a while, it already starts to smell like bounce ass on its own. So you don't want in that disgusting smell for it to then be growing bacteria. Like, sis, all your hair is going to fall out. So make sure you're using a preservative to increase the shelf life, and just make sure you're using a stable product. And a good thing about this preservative, as I said again, it's all natural, and it's not going to really cause any irritations or things like that, like some chemical or synthetic preservatives would. And then I'm going to be using stinging nettle, which is really good for correcting imbalances in your scalp that lead to hair loss, and also just promotes circulation in your hair, and just really acts as a powerhouse to increase growth. Next, I'm going to be using black castor oil. On a given day, I either use Haitian black castor oil or Jamaican black castor oil. Depending on your preference, you can use either one. Then I'm going to be using marshmallow root, which is going to help you detangle your hair better and add shine and help with the elasticity of your hair. And then I'm going to be using, of course, jasmine rice. It's the main thing. I'm using jasmine rice. You could use any rice, honestly. And finally, some things that aren't depicted in this video, I'm going to be using peppermint oil, which helps to calm the scalp and give this really cooling effect that also promotes growth. I'm going to be using rosemary oil, which is another powerhouse essential oil to increase growth and reduce hair loss and so many other things. And tea tree oil, which is really great at calming the scalp, among other things. So now we're going to finally start working on the rice water. So the first thing we're going to do is add about 4 cups of water to a pot, and then add about a cup of rice and half a cup of stinging nettle, and bring that to a boil on about medium heat. And then we're going to check back on it in about 10-15 minutes, and if it looks as though all the components are being released and the nourishment is out, then we'll be able to drain it and get started on mixing everything together. If it looks like I'm going a bit slow, it's because I am. You can probably see the camera in the water, and yeah, so I was kind of struggling to do both because, independent, trying to do it by myself. But yeah, I could have really used help, but I still made it do what it do. So now I'm going to be preparing the marshmallow root. So basically I'm going to be adding about 4 tablespoons of marshmallow root to a cup of water, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. You can add more or less marshmallow root depending on how thick you want your product. I don't want my product really thick because I'm going to be applying this to my scalp almost every day or every other day. So I want something a little more lightweight and breathable. And then once it comes to a boil for about 20 minutes, I'm just going to put it off to the side and let it cool down. So now we're going to begin mixing all of the oil-based products together. So first, I'm going to be taking about 1.33 ounces of castor oil, and then another 1.33 ounces of honey, and then a final 1.33 ounces of sweet almond oil, and I'm going to mix that all together and then add in my essential oils. And when using essential oils, you have to be really careful because you're not supposed to have more than 5% of essential oils in your product, and then within each of those essential oils there's a recommended usage. So for example, for peppermint oil, you shouldn't be using more than 2% in your product, and so on. And if you do go over, you're going to really regret it because your product is going to be really potent and too strong, and once you add it in, you can't take it back, and that's a word right there. So now we're finally almost done. So this is how my marshmallow root boiled looks when I'm about ready to take it off the stove, and then as it cools down it gets a little bit thicker. And this is how the rice water looks as it comes to boil. You can see all of the nutrients sort of peeking out of the water, and once those are all cooled down and strained, you're just going to mix all of the components together, and that should make about 32 ounces of the enhanced rice water, which shall last you a very long time. And the final step is for you to add the preservative, and you're going to use 1% preservative by weight for the whole mixture. So since this makes 32 ounces of rice water, I'm going to add 0.32 ounces of preservative and mix that all together, and then it is ready to go. Okay, so now that you know how to make rice water, I'm sure you this is too much, this is too much. I can't afford to buy all of these ingredients wholesale all of a sudden. That's too much. I want to use it, I really do, but I can't afford that. And I'm here for you. I'm here. So no, seriously, if you'd like to purchase rice water, the enhanced rice water from me, I will leave my link down in the description. They come in 8 ounces or 16 ounces, and they have a shelf life up to a month and a half. So, if you want to get on this journey and you don't feel like making rice water from scratch every day, check it out. So I wanted to show you guys how I use rice water on my hair. So the first way I'd use it is when I wash my hair. I would use it before I deep condition or condition my hair, and I leave that on as a treatment for about 20 minutes. And then also every other day I take my rice water and I'll apply it to my scalp, and I would just, even in protective styles, no matter what, I just put it. And the good thing about my rice water is it's not really too runny. It has some consistency that comes from the honey and the castor oil, so it doesn't drip down your face automatically, which is really annoying. So I put it in my hair as so through every line, and just add a little and squeeze it, and then just rub it in, and then I keep doing that throughout my whole head. And you might be like, doesn't rice water make your hair really itchy? Well, it does, and that's because the starch in rice water, just like if you've ever put potatoes on your face, it really dries your pores out completely, and that is what it's doing to your scalp. The starch is drying your scalp out, so once it's completely closed, your scalp gets really itchy because no oils are coming out, and it's just clarified and just really dry. So with this, having the honey and the oils and everything, and mint and tea tree, it helps not only to give your scalp that refreshing feeling, and also it just calms your scalp and it moisturizes it too. So it's just an all-in-one package, so you don't have to worry about it itching if you use it on your hair every 2 days or every day. It'll be fine. So yeah, if you have any questions, comment down below. I'd love to answer them. Thanks, guys.